Hi everyone, welcome back. A very good afternoon to all of you. We had our inaugural session of National Pharmacy Week organized by Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, Geetanjali University yesterday. It was a grand 59th National Pharmacy Week inauguration, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart you joined us, and also hope that we will meet every day till Saturday at 2 p.m. The same on the same Facebook or YouTube, right? Thank you everyone for viewing us and joining us. And in this continuation of the celebration, we have today our keynote speaker, Dr. Harish Dureja sir. Sir, Dr. Harish Dureja is the professor in pharmaceutical sciences, MD University, Rohtak. Sir, we welcome you.
थैंक यू मैडम।
Sir, your video is off. हमारे viewers आपको देखना चाहते हैं.
जी जी।
Thank you. We also have a convener of the National Pharmacy Week, Dr. M.S. Rathore, sir. Dr. M.S. Rathore. Okay, he has some network issue. He's the principal in Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy and would be joining soon. So he has come. Sir, we welcome you. We welcome the convener of National Pharmacy Week. We welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We also have the coordinator of the National Pharmacy Week, Dr. Kalpesh Gaur, professor in GIP.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So, this team, let's go ahead. I know my viewers are having a great time. So we are very excited for this session. But before we go ahead, I would request Dr. M.S. Rathore, sir, to present his welcome address to all of us. Sir.
Good afternoon to everyone, all the participants. And particularly, I am very thankful to Dr. Harish Dureja, sir. And he is my, I would say, rather professional guide and mentor here. And we had been associated for past 5-7 years. So I, on behalf of Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, Geetanjali University, I welcome you from the deep of our heart, sir. And I hope that this session would be a great session, and the energy and the enthusiasm that I have heard you previously also. And we had meetings so that our participants and faculty members would be definitely enlightened with your thought process and then view process for the development of the pharmacy profession. Sure. So our students would be definitely be grateful to you, sir. I would like to brief you about the Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy. That this institute is located at Udaipur, Rajasthan, in the hills of Aravalli. At the end, is a constituent institute of the Geetanjali University. We are having a medical college, dental college, pharmacy college, then nursing college, physiotherapy. So that is, you can say, and we are having a 1400-bed super specialty hospital where all type of surgeries are being conducted here. So this is really a very good medicity where all the health problem solutions are available under the one roof. So this is, we were having this tradition of celebrating this National Pharmacy Week every year, and we thought that we should not break this tradition. And due to the COVID-19, that we are celebrating this virtually. And yesterday we had this inauguration session, and the great speakers were there. So today, I welcome you, sir, again. I am welcome Dr. Kalpesh Gaur and Dr. Udaipur and all the participants and my faculty members, dear colleagues, fellows, pharmacists who are joined this particular webinar. So thank you very much. Dr. Udichi, over to you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for briefing the profile for a very known university, Geetanjali University in the southern Rajasthan. I hope our viewers are enjoying it and are very excited for the speakers. So we have Dr. Harish Dureja, sir. Before I go ahead, let me tell my viewers, please hit a like button, or either if you are a YouTuber or or watching on the Facebook. And if you like when hearing you like the lecture, the presentation, you are always welcome to comment and motivate every one of us. Your positive comments are the feedback to us. Thank you so much. And moving ahead, let me introduce Dr. Harish Dureja, sir. Dr. Harish Dureja is the professor in MD University, Rohtak, and is the MPharm from the Punjabi University, Patiala, and has earned PhD from the Maharshi Dayanand University, Rohtak. Let me mark he is the first gold medal for the best PhD thesis and is presently the president APTI Haryana branch. He is also holding the position of the Director IPR Cell and Director Professional Consultancy Services and convener for the Institution Innovation Council at MD University Rohtak. And he has over 20 years of teaching experience. He has published more than 15 book chapters in his books and has published total of 170 publications in various international and national journals of repute with a total H index of 22. He has been awarded research projects of worth 1.2 crore from AICTE, UGC and Haryana DST and has been awarded Young Pharmacy Teacher of the Year Award 2014 and also awarded Best Paper Award Professor M.L. Khurana Memorial Prize Award in 2005 during 58th IPC at Mumbai and also earned Dr. R.L. Nikore Award for the Best Article published in the 2018. He has guided 65 PG scholars and 8 PhD scholars and also worked as a chairman Scientific Services Committee LOC in 69th IPC. He he has many laurels in his name. The list is too long. Let's not keep you awaited and let's listen from him on the topic pharmacists as the frontline warriors. So please, Dr. Harish Dureja, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Adichi. Just confirm me whether screen is visible and I am audible too.
Yes, sir, you
Yes,
are.
sir.
I would request
So,
everyone.
so the third week of November, in this year, 16th November to 22nd November, that has been celebrated throughout India as 59th National Pharmacy Week, and with the title of Frontline Health Professionals, that is the pharmacist. So, topic for my today's talk is role of pharmacist as healthcare warriors. Before I should go ahead, I must congratulate Geetanjali University and the entire team of Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy for celebrating this National Pharmacy Week 2020. At the outset, I would like to make my sincere thanks to Dr. R. K. Nahar, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Geetanjali University, Udaipur, and Mr. Bhupender Mandalia, Geetanjali University, the Registrar, Dr. M.S. Rathod, Principal, Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, Geetanjali University, Udaipur, and his team. Before we should discuss about the pharmacist and his basic role in the time of COVID-19, we should like to pay homage to the wise pharmacist who served the mankind in this pandemic time. Who is a pharmacist? A pharmacist is a person who is professionally qualified. In India, we can see the pharmacist has the qualification of diploma in pharmacy, degree in pharmacy, master in pharmacy, as well as Pharm D. And he is ready to work, to make, to formulate, as well as prepare and dispense the drugs. So a pharmacist can dispense the medications. He can monitor patient health as well as make sure that drugs do not interact to the patient in a harmful way. During this COVID-19 pandemic, Pharmacists responded successfully and make ensure that continuity of the patients to the access of the medicines, any devices, any services should be made functional. They have demonstrated the importance of their profession for public health than even before. Indian Pharmaceutical Association is every year producing some informations, guidelines, as well as the themes for this National Pharmacy Week. This 59th National Pharmacy Week has been given the theme of Pharmacist Frontline Health Professionals. So they have advertised in such a manner that every people in the public can be become aware on the role of pharmacist nowadays as well as in the future coming scenario. So they have outlined that pharmacist can do that he will make ensure the quality of a medicine supplied to the patient. He also supervise production of the safe medicine. It is a proud moment for us that during this pandemic time, the formulation, the production, and the quality control units of all units of pharmaceuticals were functional to make these medicines to the public. The pharmacist give advice to the patient about their medications, which we'll discuss in length into this presentation. He can advise other healthcare professionals, including the doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, and the other paramedical staff, on safe and effective medicine use. I must mention here the quote made by Dr. Catherine Dugan, the CEO of International Pharmaceutical Federation. He shares the vital role which the pharmacist is playing to support individuals and the communities to better self care. He has said that the COVID 19 global pandemic has demonstrated the essential role of pharmacies. Pharmacies here means the shops where we can get the medicines and the pharmacist in our communities and their ability to innovate healthcare solutions. We must ensure the role of pharmacist that continues to be recognized beyond this pandemic time. In another one of this IPA's movement, they have said that pharmacists across the country worked tireless throughout the pandemic, serving their patient, serving the humanity, and we must salute the pharmacist. What a frontline community pharmacist is doing, he can clarify the misconceptions what are coming out of this COVID-19. He can even work for screening of the patient for COVID-19. For minor ailment, he can work as a consultant. He can monitor as well as manage the chronic conditions of the patient. In addition, in most of the medical colleges, the pharmacist is also helping in telehealth services. They can make renewal of chronic medicines. They can act to manage the drug shortages. He is also a medication expert. He can tell us about what the medicines to be applied. Into this COVID-19, the medication management is also played well by the frontline community pharmacist. Either it is a antimicrobial stewardship accreditation or either developing the treatment code protocols, pharmacist is always in the front. Our community pharmacist basically is playing three different roles. One is the retail pharmacist in the pharmacies or the retail shops. In the hospital, he can be called as clinical pharmacist, as well as he is a consultant pharmacist for healthcare as well as insurance organizations. So pharmacist is a person who make the drug easy to access, who is expert in medicines, either their formulation, either their quality control, or their advice. So he can provide expert advice on any health matter as well as medicine related matter. So a pharmacist can warn the patient or the public for any possible harmful drug interactions or the allergies that may come out of any drug. He can tell us about the potential side effects. Even he can advise us on the foods, drinks, or activities while taking a certain medications. Say one of the journal has made this symbolize that pharmacists during this COVID-19 can work as a data analytics. How this is going to increase, how the data is going to decrease, how the patients are coming more, how they are going to be involved into this screening purposes. All data has been going to be managed by the help of pharmacists. What the drug therapies are going on, their involvement into access to the patients, research is going on into this COVID-19 vaccines, and many pharmacists are involved into this research. Today, the educating on these purposes, even by the means of online teaching as well as making the education on COVID-19, the pharmacists are playing a vital role. The drug shortages are to be managed by making more productions, making the drug reviews, screening the patients, reservations of PPE material, providing the drug information, and making the rounds to the patient to help them to get them access of the medicines. Basically, a pharmacist is a part of a triangle where patient and practitioner are correlated. So pharmacist in between the patient and practitioner work as a chain to make them accessible to each information which a patient must know. The role of pharmacist is to provide the right route of administration of any drug, right time of the drug treatment, right patient, right drug, that is the dosage form, as well as the API and its strategy. So all the right actions to be taken by the pharmacist in the interest of his patients. It has been analyzed only 35% of consumers know the name of the pharmacist. And whereas it has been said earlier also, he is one of the easiest member of the healthcare team where a patient or a public can reach to him. It is my advice that we must introduce to your pharmacist. When you have become pharmacist, your patient must introduce you as well. There are some tips which a pharmacist should give to the patient. That first one, the drug which is dispensed to him, which is given to him, must be used as directed. A patient should not use any expired medicines. Even if a medicine is looking abnormal, that should not be used by the patient. The patient should try not to miss any dose or don't to repeat any dose if missed. That he must take medications on time and must wash hands before using any ointment, cream, or semi-solid dosage form. So these are the common tips every pharmacist must provide to his or her patients. The responsibility of pharmacist is to dispense the prescriptions. Basically, we have a general mental image that pharmacist will count the tablet, pharmacist will make the label of the bottle and handle the medications to the patients. Nowadays, a new concept is coming, that is robotic pharmacy. In addition to the e-pharmacy, a new concept which is coming up that based on artificial intelligence is the robotic pharmacy. So even into Dubai, we had found that there is a one hospital where Dubai Health Authority has started this concept, where this robot is going to analyze the prescription, went to the storehouse, find out the drug, and dispense to the patient. So this will make easier error-free prescription to the patient in a much smaller time. Into this robotic pharmacy, we have divided this work into 6 different parts. First one, receipt of the prescription and its validation. That means whatsoever the prescription has been received from the patient, that has to be validated, the name of the drug, whether it is accurate one or not. And then the pharmacist or the robot will understand and interpret the prescription. Then he will prepare the label item for the issue. Then it will again make a final check with the prescription whether the drug is dispensed in a right way or the wrong. And then he will make a record what the action has been taken. Only after this, medicines will be issued to the patients. Another responsibility is the communication of the pharmacist with the prescriber, because a doctor is going to prescribe the medicines. In some of the times, if it is not clear to the pharmacist, he must respond to the prescriber that what are the potential harmful effects of this drug to the patient. Or if you want to make the clear the prescription, he can get in touch with the prescriber. The pharmacist needs that it must be confirmed what is the dose, what is the formulation, whether only the brand name is required or it can be served with a generic version, and it will be useful for the patient. Third responsibility lies with the ensuring the patient's safety, because each patient medication record must be taken into consideration before a new prescription or before a new drug has been given to the patient. So pharmacists check out into the system whether the same drug or the different name of drug has been already given, and that is the same for the patient. So any interaction can be avoided by the knowledge of the pharmacist, which can help to save the life of the patient. Other major responsibilities concerning about the adverse reactions of the drug he is going to take. About with any food, with alcohol or any other material like grapefruit juice. Pharmacists patients how to when to take this drug, and take the follow that after giving 3 doses, 4 doses, patient can respond whether he is feeling well or there is no effect of the medication to me. If we need that appears, that can tips to the patient, and additionally he can listen with regard to any drug treatment. So this counseling or the education when he's going to dispense, as well as he can even later on provide the services to the patients. Another responsibility of pharmacist is working with patients on general health. That is, this is basically happens with the prescription medicines. So a pharmacist can help the patient to heal and avoid getting sick by giving the advice on different non-prescription remedies. He can even advise that the health supplements such as vitamins, herbal drugs, or the natural products, any exercise and maintaining a good diet can make aware of the future benefits. Pharmacist responsibility also includes dealing with insurance companies, because nowadays the health insurance is lies with the patients. So in that case, he must submit the insurance claims and work with the insurance companies in the interest of the patients. Another responsibility of the pharmacist has to make ensure the 3 R's. That is, we already said, the right patient, right drug, and the right dose. In addition to all these activities which are related with the patients, he can also perform some administrative tasks. That how we can fill up the patient files, make them up to date with all the informations, and which products are required for the patient that should be updated into the patient informations. He can even educate health provider colleagues, the doctors, nurses, other healthcare providers about the new medications and their protocols. Pharmacist is also undergoing, as per the regulation in India, that we are saying the continuation education program held by the Pharmacy Council of India or the branches, the state branches thereof, to renew their license. The purpose is to educate, to make awareness of the pharmacist with the current regulations, research, as well as new protocols. So these updation on the drug approvals, the product records, and changes made to the medicines, their indications, their warnings, make them such a manner effective use of medicines for the patients. So a pharmacist can assess that the patient must have sufficient information, sufficient understanding, sufficient knowledge, and skills to follow that treatment which has been given to him or the her. He can even motivate the patients to learn about their treatment as well as can be the active partner in their care. Pharmacists have also the aspect of disease management roles and responsibilities in some specific cases for the specific categories of the patients. Depending upon the healthcare policies and the procedure, the protocols, as well as the clinical care plans, he can report to the patient how to go ahead with this. Additionally, we must think of what are the responsibilities of the patient. The patient must seek each and every information and the concern which of their treatment to the pharmacist. They must adhere to this therapeutic regimens which has been given or prescribed by the doctor. The drug effects can be easily monitored by the patient and their reports to the pharmacist as well as to the other healthcare team members. A patient can ask these questions to a pharmacist. What is this prescription for? He must be knowing for what purpose he is going to be treated and how will this medicine help the patient. What are the side effects of these medicine as well as how the patient should take these medicines. So a pharmacist should know answers of all these questions to make aware to the patient. Even in some cases, it has been asked that how expensive my medication is. Is there any substitute which can be of low cost? And is there any substitute for making a generic version of the patented or the branded formulations? Why is this new drug better than one I was taking initially? That the questions comes always with the patients. So how long he has to take it and do I take it with food or without food? So these are some questions that must be taken into consideration before the pharmacist interact with a patient. Even patients should make understand that these are some labels which had been put onto your dosage forms. So like these are named as auxiliary labels and pharmacists make aware of the patient that these drugs are to be stored at room temperature and no need to refrigerate it. But storing at room temperature does not means that keep in a window aside where the sunlight is coming. So these are some awareness which a pharmacist can provide to the patient. Even in case of suspensions or such dosage forms where it has been written the shake well and keep in a refrigerator. So the pharmacist make aware to the patient that for any dose he must shake well the bottle and then dispense the medicines. And if it has been written keep in refrigerator, it doesn't mean keep in a freezer. So another label may include that this drug is for rectal use, not for the any oral use. So that taken into consideration, it has been found that some of the suppositories has been taken by the patient orally rather than rectally. Then some drug may cause drowsiness. This is the indication that is shown on the label. So pharmacist can make aware to the patient that these drug may cause the drowsiness. If a drug has been taken with more quantity of water, so a label has been provided that this medication should be taken with plenty of water. Some drugs cannot be taken with the dairy products. So that has been made mandatory on a label that do not take this dairy products, antacids, iron preparations within 1 hour of these medications. So even it has been the concern that one of my friend has taken this drug and has been treated well. So pharmacist should make aware to the patient that you cannot try to the any prescription of your friend or the neighbor, even of the family member. So the shake well before using the prescription for external use prescription or taking with the food or the without food, even for the nose, for the eyes as well. These labels are provided on the our dosage form to make aware to the public. Pharmacist must make aware to the patient how to make safe disposal of the medications, how we can dispose of unused or expired medicines. Should we throw it into the dustbin or throw it outside on the sand? Because when they are going to be dissolved and going to penetrate into the soil, that can damage to the food what we are eating. It can be harmful if the medication is taken by someone else. And it cannot be made like this is my medications, I have been treated by this medications, my friend can take it and he has the same symptom, same treatment is possible. This cannot be the aspect of any dose treatment. Even just throwing the drugs into the environment, they may cause pollution. So this safe disposal is the major issue for the medications. For the patient, three different medication rules has been made. First one is never the patient should share his prescription medicine with someone else. Never he or she use someone else's prescription for himself or herself. Without any prescription, he must say that you can go to the doctor, take the advice of doctor, then take the medicines. When comes to the OTC medicines, the over counter status medicines, this is taken into consideration that the dose must be checked before taking, because the right dose for one patient may be different from the another patient. So we can check, make a check that have myself or my family member used any OTC drug this week, because this OTC drug can be purchased from any counter. They does not need any prescription. So what are the reason we are using these OTC medicines? So we must compare what is the difference between this prescription and OTC medicines. So we have the fellow pharmacist into this lecture, so that must be aware how they are different and how they are the same. So a prescription medicine is ordered by the doctor, whereas OTC drug can be bought without a doctor order. Like we are going to purchase antacid, the powder or any antacid bottle you can purchase without the prescription. The prescription can be bought from any pharmacy, whereas OTC can be made available from any shelf of the store. Prescription can be ordered for any patient, any particular person, whereas OTC medicines can be used by more than one persons. However, both types of medicines have some directions, and these directions must be followed carefully and correctly as provided on the label of the medicines. The children should use only with the permission of a parent of a guardian, either it is a OTC product or a prescription formulation. A pharmacist can answer all these questions. One of the journal in this year has penned down the different role of pharmacist during this COVID-19 crisis and make aware to the public that this role of pharmacist in post COVID-19 world will continue. That together with other relevant health related stakeholders and actors follow the easing and lifting of lockdown induced strictures. He is able to promote and enhance public and global health, and pharmacist is an instrumental part of immunization campaigns coming in this future. It's our proud to be a pharmacist as a doctor gives life to the patient through the different medicines, whereas a pharmacist gives life to the medicines through his knowledge and the skills. So at this moment of time, university has taken a virtual concept of organizing this, and that is also a commendable effort by Geetanjali University. So we must stay safe at this moment of time and stay healthy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was great listening to you and knowing the various roles of pharmacists and how they are playing a role as a warrior, a frontline
Doctor
warrior, a health warrior.
Dr.
Yeah,
Udichi, just a moment. I would like to just add something in the talk of Dr. Harish Dureja, sir. Before you
Yes,
proceed,
sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I could not stop me after having inspiration and sensitization from the talk of Dr. Harish Dureja, sir. And sir, really, it was a very nice talk, and I also wrote in message also, so that you have discussed about this these things. That is the dispensing part, and in addition to that, I would also like to add some more career options. With your kind permission, sir, if you permit me,
yeah, yeah,
can
yeah.
I?
Sure.
So, few new roles are there that we can see in this current scenario. The one important thing is this is medical science liaison officer, that is MSL. These MSLs is also a very fantastic and bright career option that the pharmacist can opt. Then, in coming session, sir has told about the data analytics. In the data analytics, a lot of opportunities are available. But the thing is that only need is there to think out of box, because this data analytics, if you see, a lot many people are there who are just grabbing or who are in search of the pharmacist who are capable enough to do their task of data analysis. This is one excellent sector in which one can enter. Only thing is that you need to have some basic qualification or basic knowledge of the statistical analysis. So this data analysis, in addition to that, the health economics and outcome research. Now the focus of the government of India is entirely on the making the cost-effective drugs available to the public. And you see in this Ayushman Bharat scheme, and in addition to that, National Rural Health Mission, in that and you might have seen this generic Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Yojana. All these schemes are being focused to make the medicines available at the affordable cost. And in addition to that, the various treatment cost analysis is also available there. So health economics and outcome research is one of the golden career option where one can handle. So these are the few things I could not stop me to share with the audience, and as the
Yeah.
time also permitted me, so that I have taken 4 or 5 minutes with the kind permission. I hope that it is fine. Dr. Odishi, over to you. Please continue with the further program.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir, putting forward the different, the other roles of the pharmacist, and of course, you have really helped the audience. You can just see on the screen the reviews, the feedback. It was a great session. Yeah, it is there, and people are
Yeah,
writing.
really, sir.
They're grateful. So, moving towards the end, we are glad that we are connected, Hari sir, and thank you for so much for this living session. So, I would request Dr. Kalpesh to extend the vote of thanks. Dr. Kalpesh, you are muted.
डॉक्टर कल्पेश आप अनम्यूट करिए अपने आप को पहले. हाँ सर,
Hello.
अब बोलिए. हाँ जी सर.
Honorable, our most valued invited eminent speaker, Professor Dr. Harish Dureja, sir, for today's webinar, delegate, principal, sir, and my dear student. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks for the webinar held today during National Pharmacy Week 2020 of Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy. To all the dignitaries who have witnessed it as a memorable and successful webinar, at the outset, I would like to express my profound gratitude to Dr. Dureja, who spared valuable time from their busy schedule and agreed to be part of this National Pharmacy Week 2020 of Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, and also to address the participant and for highlighting the role of pharmacist as a healthcare warrior. uh, we would express gratitude thanks to Dr. Aki Nahar as well as Mr. Bhupender Mandalia, Registrar, Geetanjali University, for his upright support, encouragement, and R2R guidance to create an academically inspiring and dynamic environment on the campus for all who have seek to learn and serve. I would take the opportunity to thank Sri Ankita Agrawal, Executive Director, Geetanjali University, for providing us the opportunity to organizing this webinar as well as this National Pharmacy Week, and for unbound support and encouragement which Sir has provided to us. I would like I take this opportunity to thank my gratitude to Dr. M.S. Rathore, Principal, Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, for its constant and meticulous guidance which Sir has provided during the course of this National Pharmacy Week. I am also thankful to all the participants who have registered to this and registered to attend this National Pharmacy Week 2020. I would also take opportunity to thank my committee member, all the staff member of Geetanjali Institute of Pharmacy, teaching and non-teaching, for their unrelated help and commendable support which they have provided during this whole holiday period of Deepavali. I would like to gratitude my special thank to the finance department of Geetanjali University for providing us the opportunity and support and encourage to organize such kind of event like NPW 2020. Thank you all once again.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kalpesh, sir, and thank you, Professor Harish Dureja, sir, for such a career-oriented session. It was precise, it was, though it was short, but it was very hitting. Thank you so much. I would request our viewers to send your feedbacks. You can even put in your comments and hit a like button. If you are seeing it on YouTube, you can get the updates of Gitanjali University by clicking on the bell icon. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day ahead. We'll be meeting tomorrow, 2 p.m. sharp, with a new speaker, with the new views. See you.